I'm actually not ready. You asked if I was ready. I should have said nope.
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 Nope. Nope. Alright, we've already outdone it. We've already overdone it.
They do it in this movie like 6 times.
Welcome to AmityCast. And today we're not going to talk about anything because we're talking about Nope.
I saw it.
No, really? I thought you didn't see it.
Here are the 3.
Why? MS has already seen it.
So did Ralph.
Yeah.
He already posted a video about it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
It was okay. Better than I thought it would be. Trailers looked egregious. I was not excited.
Afterwards, my mom was like, based on what the trailer showed me,
Wait, did your parents see it too?
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Oh, I thought it was just you and Trinity that saw it.
No, my parents went too. I don't think my dad really liked it, but that's just my dad. You never know what he's gonna like. And then my mom was like, honestly, based on what the trailer showed, there's just not as much there as I expected. I was like, to me, there was a lot more there than like what the trailer was like showing out. So
there's a weird obsession with horses in the marketing, and they were just kind of there.
Yeah.
I remember a bunch of theories were like they're gonna have horses turn into humans.
What?
And I was like, that'd be worse than like anything in Us, and I didn't like Us, so.
This is better than Us.
Yeah, I liked Us besides like the story and the writing, because the ending did not make any sense, and then it just ended. And it's like, oh my god, this is so racially motivated. This is about America.
Us was pretty good. Nothing amazing. I think I like Get Out better than Nope.
I still haven't seen Get Out.
I recommend it. It's pretty good.
This one was much more simple.
Yeah, but now we have Nope. It's a lot less like a weird like.
Oddly, it feels like Jaws, and I know a lot of people also compare it to Close Encounters, which I have not seen. So
yeah, it is kind of. I see like the overtones that are similar to that. It's not really in your face about anything. It's not pretentious by any means. Like you could say that Jordan Peele was a little pretentious with some of his other movies, but this one doesn't feel as much so. It doesn't feel like there's any like really like race themes that are being too explored too much. Like the like kind of like definitely his first film, but wait.
I just want to. If we talk about it, I'll just get an image up.
Yeah, I assume we probably will talk about it later, but.
The visuals are really good. The stuff in the clouds was really good.
Jordan Peele has grown a lot as a director as far as like his direction and moving of the camera. Like I was really interested in the way he was moving it around a lot. He had some good one takes, some good moments of like giving you different perspective. I thought that was all really well done. Plus the cinematography was great. A lot of those landscape shots were really beautiful.
For just a desert.
And it really made that area feel really expansive. So that was really neat.
The twist wasn't like that big, but it was unique.
Yeah,
because they had that scene in the beginning, like ish, where like he goes into like the stable and sees aliens, and it makes you think they're aliens at first, but it's just people.
Yeah.
But like this like the way they set up that scene was really good.
Yeah, that was actually really creepy. I was actually like really into that. That was.
Then what scene am I thinking of? The dad dying in the beginning was also pretty. Out of nowhere.
That scene was really eerie, and it was just like, what?
And it makes a lot more sense.
I was happy to see Keith David.
Is that the guy that played the dad? Also, there's like odd references to the Scorpion King. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just like.
I get they're like a horse company, which I don't know exactly.
Yeah, camels anyway.
There's such an odd obsession with horses in this movie. I don't know if it represented anything or not.
I don't know. I think it has something to do with. So I guess like spoilers, but it was eventually revealed that like the ship that they're chasing is like a creature. It's like it itself is just one creature.
Yeah, because they keep talking about the aliens, but there's like a twist where it's like, no, the ship is the alien.
Right, yeah.
And like the mouth is like the thing that sucks you up.
Yeah, and like the way that he's kind of like, the way that the main character, OJ, the way he treats it, he's just like, he's like, it's an animal like these horses, so like they kind of base like what they're doing kind of off that, to like try to bring it down or whatever. So like, that's kind of like a cool tie-in, but I don't really see like what like, I don't know. There were a lot of horses. It's just very horse-centric.
And like, they don't explain the creature too much because it literally just looks like a ship. I don't know.
It looks like a ship. Then it morphs into like a weird like bug.
I don't know what the
thing.
evolution is of that.
Yeah.
Also, it's like in the clouds. That's what the whole marketing was, which just seemed obvious. People were like speculating it's obviously just a spaceship in a cloud or whatever.
Right.
I liked most of the characters. The tech guy that was at.
He was so weird.
They make like a CW joke, which was funny, and then
that was funny.
They also make an OJ Simpson joke, like your name's OJ.
Yeah, I guess there was that at the beginning because he like they were there was like what's your name OJ. He's like Otis Jr. and then she's like okay. That whole scene was just kind of like funny because like how they brought in the horse and everybody was like not listening to like the horse trainer and the horse freaked out and they're like, all right, well, we're done with this horse.
Yeah, which is, I guess how real life would go, but
yeah. And then it kind of got tied into.
And I liked I don't remember the actress's name, but the main girl, she was really good.
Yeah. She brought a lot of passion in like many different ways.
Most of her comedy worked.
Yeah.
And she was.
It was solid.
The guy who plays OJ though was kind of.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, he was very subdued.
Yeah.
In this movie. Which I think it made sense because his dad died, but like.
Yeah, that's kind of like seems like what the character is, and like honestly, I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I know from this probably isn't as good as he was in Get Out or anything. So.
No, yeah, I think he gave a better performance in Get Out. He's been in a few other things. I know he was in Judas and the Black Messiah. I didn't see that, but I heard it was really good.
He was in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Which he isn't in Black Panther 2, which was like big news, and I was like, what did he even do in the first?
Right. And he was in that movie with like the chick where they like accidentally killed a cop or whatever.
I never saw that, but I remember the trailers for like weeks.
Yeah, me too. Same thing. It's Queen.
There was that weird year with like a bunch of movies about like black people being oppressed.
Like a lot.
And some of them were just stupid.
Like sometimes I would go to a movie and like there would be like 4 trailers about just like about movies about that. So.
My brother in Christ. You invented the racial divide.
Subway.
It's a Subway full.
Everything remind me of LeBron, Jimmy John's.
There's a lot of people talking about how scary the cloud stuff was, like when they were initially showing like the reveal. Which it was like it did make me look at clouds a little differently, but it didn't scare me or anything.
I mean, it was pretty impactful though, and like I said, that was another good example of that camera work because
he really made scenes. Like because like when you initially like talked about this movie, it was like it's just an alien movie. He made it very different in his own take, which I appreciated.
Yeah,
even if I don't like this movie that much, I at least like appreciate the effort, and if I ever revisit it, I'll at least like see it as unique. So.
Yeah, and I like a lot of the direction he took. I like how it's different from what he's done before.
Also, in the trailer, I thought all the like the little arm guys looked really stupid, but I guess it made sense in the plot at the end. But because I remember in the trailer, there was like at least like 20. And I was
oh yeah.
Why is there so many?
There are a bunch of those. And then I like how they actually. I like how they.
And I was confused. Was a horse like at the end? The horse that they were so focused on the end, was that the one from the very beginning too?
From the very beginning, like
yeah, that was Dad was with. I didn't.
I don't think
they had like a weird emphasis on this horse at the end.
I mean, I know that was the one that they brought to like the commercial thing that freaked out.
Oh, that was that one. Okay.
That was that horse. Okay. Yeah. I know that for sure. I don't know if he was in that other scene.
And there was good like bits of dialogue where it was like he's just trying to get his horses back, but it's like revealed when the Stephen Ewan character is actually like. That's another twist too that he actually knows about it the whole time.
Yeah.
And he was like actively like keeping it there in that territory because there's also like why does it stay there?
Right.
It's like just a ranch. Go to like LA.
Right. That was really weird.
Go to Detroit.
When they revealed that, I was like, oh, I was not expecting that.
But I guess it explains in that first scene when they first show the ship, his like lights are on or whatever.
Right.
Near that area, and he invites him to that party that eventually is the one where like 40 people die.
Right.
That like scene was very claustrophobic when they got sucked up.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know exactly what they saw in there. Because they just kind of ended. I was like, I'm assuming they were just in its mouth.
I like how they kind of kept that ambiguous because they don't want to try to over-explain what this thing is. But that was really interesting. I really like that. That was really cool.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make sense to me why it's like a ship. I get it's an alien. It's just kind of like weird. Just being like, oh, the ship isn't actually just an animal. And it's territorial. And you made it upset when you made it eat a metal horse and it choked on it and it spit it out. And then it's just like, you know what, fuck your house. There's like gushes blow all over it. And the guy's like, you repainted your house. I was like, this is an extraterrestrial threat. Stop joking. Also, the camera guy that like isn't in the plot at all until like the last act. I know he's like a pretty big actor. Yeah. And like he was good in the movie, but he was like barely in it. And also, he just randomly like kills himself.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm assuming it's because he wanted like good footage.
Right, because if like
because they also clearly show that footage like rolling down the hill.
Right.
Because like and then like when she gets that final image, it just kind of felt pointless because I saw the film, which is so much more evidence than just a random in the sky picture that could just say it was edited. Which they brought that back. They have a lot of I can tell the script was pretty well written.
Yeah, it was actually really tight. I was gonna say that moment with like that well picture thing. I really liked how they brought that back. How it was like a small moment early on, but then like how they made it important. That
Also, I've
really
never
cool.
seen anything like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I think I've heard of things like that at like types of like parks like that. It's like a weird like well shot. It's like it shoots
Well.
Yeah.
Next film's gonna be called Well.
Probably. His next is gonna be called like.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and.
So.
Nope. Okay, and.
But that was a really nice moment. I was really happy when they did that. I know.
You're done. Just kidding. You're not done.
And then I guess like the scenes with that director, cinematographer, whatever, throughout the movie, and like every time it showed him, he was just like, he was watching like really like brutal like videos of like animals like killing and eating each other or whatever. So then
Oh yeah, there was like that snake like.
So then he ran out, and then he basically sacrificed himself to get eaten, and he got a shot of it. So like I think that was just kind of in line with what he liked.
It was just so random.
It was really random. It didn't.
And also that reporter was so stupid.
It kind of fit along cryptically with what that character was. That when that like TMZ reporter showed up,
I was so confused at first because it was just I know why it happened.
Yeah.
There's like maybe 2 kills in this movie, and wait, there's like 50.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
I forgot. What was I gonna say? The reporter, like, his fucking motorcycle flips and like he breaks every bone in his body. He's like, get the camera, record. It's like, dude,
it was like, yeah.
No reporter's gonna be like that.
It's like you're about to die.
I didn't realize how.
He was like, get the shot.
I didn't realize how dangerously close Allie's new parents' house is to Justin's dad's.
Oh, it's like super close.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Not like he goes there, but wait, does he still work at Hy-Vee?
Until next weekend. Next week.
Oh, he quits.
And next.
And then he starts his new job, like right after I leave.
Yeah.
Like right before.
Yeah.
It's like 19 an hour.
Yeah, it's something like that.
He's gonna like make more money than you. Wait, how much do you make an hour?
We can talk about that later.
We'll talk about this right at the Hy-Vee on South.
Like it's like super. Where you work as this.
There's a weird spam account following my letterbox, and they keep commenting on like random posts, like Hardy Eyes.
I saw this today, and when I logged it, I left a review that just said nope. That's all I said.
Yeah.
I immediately got a like by someone who doesn't follow me, and he didn't follow me. Like immediately, it was so weird. And I was like a normal guy. I guess he wrote a review on Nope. He like really liked it. He was like, "This is another Peel classic." And I was like, "Okay." Like what?
Another Peel classic?
He has like 2 classics. If he count this,
I don't think I would count Us as a classic per se.
Yeah, Us is not.
It's a unique movie.
If you count this one, he has 2 classics.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that character, he was really. It kind of went in line with his cryptic nature. It was a little weird, but I enjoyed it. I gotta say, the soundtrack, the score, was actually really good.
From what I remember, yeah.
A lot of those scenes toward the end, they were. It was getting me really invested.
The third act was
really
pretty tense.
Yeah.
So I was a little confused on how they. When I remember how they killed the alien, didn't it like swallow a balloon and it just like died, and choked or whatever.
Yeah, because like they kept saying how like the artificial stuff was like starting to get to it, so then like they just she gave him a big load of artificial balloon, whatever that was, and it just really got to it. And
so like it only wants like people or like animals.
Yeah, but like the question is like did anything inorganic come out of it? Like what's up with that? Like are they gonna find that film from earlier? Are they only going based off that picture, or like what?
Because I feel like if they find the film, that's like the best evidence you have.
Yeah,
it's like a video of the guy like dying.
It's literally a video of it.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna be like. I thought that they were gonna like go through when he was being all weird. I thought he was gonna be like, oh, like you put the film in wrong or something.
Yeah, because there was like a brief shot where it looked like the film was sticking out,
yeah.
And I thought it was gonna be like, oh, he messed it up.
No, we didn't get it. But then like it was, I don't know. All that was kind of weird.
It kind of ends. It ends a little abruptly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Also, I feel like the police are still gonna arrest him at first anyway.
Yeah.
Because they're just in that like ranch where like 40 people just died.
Right.
And then the monkey stuff was like the most scary stuff in this movie.
Yeah,
it was the least connected to the plot.
Yeah, that was like a whole thing. That was like really disturbing. I really liked it, but like it made no sense. Like so, like it opened with that with just like a bloody monkey like having like killed somebody or whatever, and it was like
which is like actually happened in real life a few times. Like people like have pet monkeys, they just freak out randomly,
right,
and like disfigure them horribly.
I thought it was gonna tie into the alien because like it was making the horses act weird. But then it didn't. It was just like what?
Yeah, I think that's what Allie thought because she's like, "Oh, the monkey's like nice to the little kid." So like it was like he was like coming back in control for a second, but then like that never came up again. Also, they killed that character off in like 5 minutes after that scene.
Yeah.
And I really liked that actor.
Yeah.
And
he was good.
He wasn't really in this movie that much, but when he was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he was in it somewhat, and he had good moments.
He was like really marketed in the movie. Like he's probably just gonna die. He's probably just like the mayor from Jaws archetype,
right?
Which he kind of was. So,
which there's some cool stuff here. Give me a second. But that whole thing is like what the like. What?
I know there was some theories about it, how like it represents like how obsessed we are with like tragedy in like film or whatever, or how we like don't see how dangerous things are unless they happen to us. There's stuff about it. There's also that like shoe that like is just like standing straight up. That's never explained.
I know, that's what I kept wondering.
And they kept focusing on it, and I was like, what does that mean?
Like they didn't say.
He always has these in the movies. It's just like random stuff that like you can add stuff to, but it just feels like it's literally just a fucking shoe.
It's like, what's the point? Why was the shoe standing up? I was waiting on an answer because it was in the first scene, then it was in that scene in the middle, and they never showed it again. It was like, what's the point? What was the point of any of that? And why was Angel such a weird guy?
Yeah, there was that funny moment like he runs back in the house and like grabs a knife and he hides it and he's like hides under the table.
Yeah, it's like what? And like he constantly was saying stuff.
Because they have that good like setup where it's like, oh yeah, everything like electricity goes out when you're around it, so like it adds good tension. There's also like, you're gay. I'm just kidding.
Travis the Chimp. Okay, hold on.
There's like videos on. I haven't like gone too far into it because I don't care that much, but now that we're here. Also, in the monkey stuff, what type of fucking idiots are they to have balloons around a fucking monkey? If they pop, it's gonna freak out. That's just a bad idea in general, have a monkey in like a sitcom for like multiple seasons in front of like live audiences. What are you doing? What's the next? A horse?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Which I don't know if that's ever been an actual thing besides like dogs.
For what?
Like having like a legit just like wild animals as like a star of like a sitcom. That's like just in front of a live studio for like seasons. I don't think that would. I feel like working with a monkey would be historically terrible on set because it would just not listen. Yeah, it's a fucking monkey.
Everybody loved Gordy. It's like, nah, it's not gonna. We're in the second season. It was a hit. It was like reviews were okay, ratings were through the roof. It's like, okay.
Yeah, and then like he has like a little like museum for it in his like office or whatever. Yeah. And he has like one line. He's like, oh yeah, a couple went in here one night. I don't know what they did, but
he was like, yeah, they offered me $50,000 to stay here, no questions asked, and I was like, okay.
I was like, what? They're just like fucking there, like.
It's like, what?
Why? Like there's like a literal massacre that happened.
That was so weird. That first scene when they went to that place to like buy that stuff, and he was like, man, like he's like, I'm broke, and to buy all this stuff, and he bought it. And then like the way that like that's how they introduced the Angel character. He was just like being so like weird to them. He was like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Then when he finds out it's like aliens, he's like, I'm in.
He's like, yes, I'm so involved.
Because like his girlfriend left him or whatever. And also that praying mantis. What was the point of that? I didn't know if that was gonna come back later too or not. Because it just seemed odd that there was a praying mantis on the camera.
I guess to me it was just like.
Then she like threw like a piece of trash at it. She's like, "Fuck you, bitch!" And she's like, "I hope I never see you again. I'm gonna eat you." It's like you're never gonna.
If I ever see that praying mantis again, I'm gonna eat it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she has pretty good performance.
I pretty much liked everybody's performances. I think everybody did at least okay. I think.
Yeah, I didn't really hate any of the characters. There was also that woman that was from the show that was at the scene that had like a disfigured face.
Yeah, in the trailer that I thought that was gonna be related to the aliens because of the whole weird, but I guess she was just like mauled by the monkey.
Which is actually based off real life because I remember there being a story and like the woman's face looked like that.
Yeah, Travis.
Before she got surgery.
That's Travis the Chimp.
Was that it? Because I think it was like I think she had like a pet monkey over, and like her friend was over, and I think either the owner or the friend got like brutally like beat, and she had to call the police in the other room.
Right.
And like the police were really chill about it. They're like, oh, just have you tried removing the monkey? No, I just called the police because I didn't try.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would have a chimpanzee as a pet. It's a bad idea. I remember in Drake and Josh they had that.
Yeah, that was. So
I guess that was technically. That was like for an episode though.
Yeah.
Not like a series where he's like the central protagonist.
Yeah.
Also, what's the story of that show? We just like adopted a chimpanzee and we just like treat it like a child.
And that birthday episode was so dumb because they just kept on like giving like gifts or whatever. And then it was just a bunch of balloons and they popped and then they made the monkey.
Was the girl that was disfigured, was that the mom or like the sister?
I think it was the sister because like I don't know, because according to him that was his co-star in First Crush or whatever. That's what he said.
Probably, yeah.
So I assume like the sister. I don't know.
And also, if he went through such a gruesome experience, why do you think he could just tame an alien?
It's so dumb.
How do you first find it? Did he ever say?
No. None of that's really explained, which I kind of like that it wasn't, but it is weird to think about.
Because, like, there has to be someone else that ate to kill the dad in the beginning.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, it was a plane. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it's so stupid.
Like, they give him, like, the quarter that killed his father. And he just, like, puts on his wall and it's, like, toxic waste. And
Like,
how'd they get it in there, then?
Like, literally murdered him. He literally died because of his father.
If my dad ever dies from, like, a brutal accident, I'm going to keep the thing that killed him on a wall. Just to look at. It's such a great thing to wake up to.
I mean, and then that scene when they went back and they showed the taping and like, but then like the monkey like went to do the fist bump thing with him, so like it was like
in the trailers I thought that was like a weird alien thing because it didn't look. I didn't think a monkey was gonna be in this movie.
No.
I mean, I guess he has Monkey Paw Productions as his like thing.
Right.
There's actually like a tweet from Jordan Peele. I think like I saw it like on Twitter or whatever from like 10 years ago, where he like talked about a nightmare he had about a monkey, like brutally disfiguring someone. He's like, it just really freaks me out thinking about it. And they just put it in this movie.
Well, there you go. Nope.
Which is how filmmaking works. You just put your trauma and your nightmares into film. And people are like, 5 it.
Yeah. But then it was already so brutal. Imagine like that kid had to watch all that. That was so traumatizing.
And then the dad was like an idiot because he was like upstairs by himself, like completely fine. He would have been fine. He was like trying to leave. I was like, what are you doing?
That was so stupid.
And then he only killed the 2 people because there was like, I thought I maybe saw like 1 or 2 people in like the seats that were dead. Unless I was just seeing things.
Yeah, I don't know. It was all kind of confusing. They didn't really show too much of it. But then he went for.
I really like how like you just hear the sounds and like you see like the empty like stage.
Yeah.
And like parts of like the scenery.
That
it leaves up to your mind, which was good.
That was really
cool. Which is the same with all the alien stuff, because the other cool thing I liked with the alien was that it would make like the noises of the people, like they killed or whatever.
Yeah.
It would just make like screams.
I think that was really cool. I like that.
And I guess like there was also the thing where like I guess the mouth looked like an eye, and that's supposed to mean something about like entertainment. I don't know. I think the biggest thing in this movie is about entertainment or something. So.
Yeah, along those lines.
And about like like glorifying tragedy. And being stupid. Your mom.
But yeah, that was all really weird. And then he had to watch the monkey.
Where's Nope 2?
His head get blown off. Like,
Nope
right
2?
in front of him, just, like,
Nope
dead.
2? Noper?
It's just called No.
I know he was talking about, he's like, I could maybe do a Get Out sequel. I'm not like in any plans whatsoever, but I'd be open to it if I ever like wanted to, I guess. People are like, oh my god, it's potentially happening.
Like, it's happening. It's happening, yes.
Getting out again.
Get out again. It's like Return.
Get Out returns. Get Out ends. Is that still there?
Yeah, but
let's go. Going to the gym at like 9 o'clock again.
Let's go. Is that what you were there yesterday?
I went at like 9:30.
I eventually saw like, your snaps, yeah. Like,
I was there until like 10:30. And Joey's like, dude, you were there so late. I was like, really? There was like at least like 50 people there. So many people. When I got there, like all the ellipticals were taken, and I was like, holy shit.
Jeez.
People, stop just being fat. Stop.
But there were just a lot of really cool
Oppenheimer
moments.
trailer was sick.
The Oppenheimer trailer was great.
It was just
trailer.
a teaser, though.
I'm very excited for
I
Oppenheimer.
had no idea what the plot really is. Is it just like a biopic?
It's still like a year away. Oh my god. But like, you know.
Yeah, because I did the thing where it was like, oh yeah, 1 year, like 23 days, 10 minutes,
Yeah.
like 8 seconds. I was like, do you really know that? No Barbie trailer yet, though, unfortunately.
Good. I don't want people to keep talking about it.
The people are. You know when that trailer comes out, it's going to be like the biggest trailer views of like all time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I made 580 million views in 12 hours. I'm a Barbie, guys.
Halloween Ends trailer was hype, all that stuff.
It was nice to see it in theaters, except it's just such a... It shows you nothing.
Yeah, no.
I'm not really excited yet. I need like an actual trailer.
I guess we'll see. I am very excited for Oppenheimer. But there were a lot of great... There were just a lot of good moments. I thought it was really well paced. The script was actually really well done, I think.
It's just like a movie that I'm fine with. I'm not gonna say it's like great or anything. It's just kind of like it's decent.
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't absolutely adore it or anything. But I'd be...
I think I might enjoy it more on another watch.
Yeah.
Not in theaters though.
I'd be more than willing to revisit it for sure. Just as like...
Steelbook?
I mean, maybe.
It's just a cloud.
I got a Who Framed Roger Rabbit steelbook.
Like, you ordered it or you got it?
I ordered it.
No.
Or no, I got it. Because I ordered it and have it now.
I might get the Scream 2
Also, the
one.
Halloween Kills steelbook went back on sale, so I got it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. The Dune one's just never coming back. When I search a Dune steelbook, it just says no result at all. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. I really want it, but whatever. But yeah. overall, I really liked a lot of that stuff. Very technically sound. Like I said, I really liked the score. The visuals were just pretty much increasingly impressive.
That was a pre-order.
They're re-releasing it, I guess, for Halloween Ends. I don't know.
Oh, they're re-releasing the Steelbook?
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, wasn't it the Steelbook like red, I thought?
You're red. Anyway.
What the fuck is this?
What? Oh, it's just a Blu-ray?
This is terrible.
What the fuck? It looks so bad. Oh, shit. Anyway. Yeah, I'd say it's one of my favorites of the year. There aren't too many like great movies that have come out this year, but
yeah, I can't really tell if I like the Black Phone or this more.
I definitely like this one more than the Black Phone.
I might, yeah. That's why I put it below there because I didn't know for sure yet. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
Wait, why is it sold out but also not sold out? I'm so scared and erect.
What?
What?
Okay. But yeah, I'd say it's probably in my top 5 of this year so far. There haven't been too many amazing films. There were a couple really, really good ones. Like shockingly good.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Morbius.
I loved the book.
I guess at Comic-Con they had a Morbius screening.
What?
Somebody put up like a Morbius screening.
Why?
I don't know. Did you see the Shazam trailer?
No.
For Shazam 2. Doesn't look bad.
I'm so sick of sequels, honestly.
You know, about Black Adam. Did you not hear like The Rock like came out and like in his suit and like he went into the air and had like lightning behind him. Just for Comic Con.
I did hear about that. That's stupid.
I mean, it'd be cool if I was there.
Super Pets though.
It's everywhere.
Coming out.
Did Mason actually want to see it, or was that a joke?
No, he actually wants to. He was like, it looks good. It's like
First Ran like religiously plays Roblox, and now that also they play like on their story like every day. It's like Fall Guys. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Like, everybody played for like 2 days and like completely forgot about.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like people actually played that.
Randomly, like I've been seeing on Instagram a lot, like so like people are just playing Fall Guys again. It's weird. Because Fall Guys was before the huge.
There's also like Godzilla skins, I think.
Yeah. It was before the huge like Among Us phase.
Among Us is coming back a little bit. I saw it.
Yeah. Which that game's a lot of fun. It was just kind of like.
Oh, it was very oversaturated for like months.
Yeah.
Where people were just like modding it. And then like playing the actual game.
I want the Nope mod of Among Us, where it's just like.
You turned into a literal space. You are the spaceship they're in.
You're fucking spaceship.
And you're slowly consuming them and digesting their remains.
That design, when it like morphed into whatever the fuck it was breathtaking though. Even though I didn't understand it, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I was confused. It was like had like a green like almost like balloon looking mouth or whatever the fuck that was. Or was that the eye? I don't know. I was like confused because all of a sudden it just changed. I was like, what?
Well, because they were going about the thing because he flashed back to that moment on the set where like they like put the thing in the horse's eye and that's when it freaked out. So he was like, don't look at its eye. So that's what she was doing when she was running away. She's like, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it. Because like it makes it angry or something. They were like, if you don't look it in the eye, you'll be fine. And then like that like kind of like held true. But then they didn't really reveal because like OJ and Lucky, the horse, like it was like looking at him and then he was telling her to go. Like that whole like dramatic scene. They didn't really reveal what happened. At the end, she saw him in the horse.
Mm-hmm.
So like what happened? Did the thing eat him? And then when it exploded, he got back out. So everyone is fine, or did it not eat him?
I'm guessing it didn't eat him.
Yeah, I assume it didn't. But like they didn't. I'm kind of fine with how they left it, but like it was a little weird.
It was very sudden.
Yeah.
And they don't really explain the alien much, which is fine because I doubt this will get a sequel.
Yeah.
I don't really need it explained too much.
No,
it works.
I like the way it stands, but there's stuff to ponder
unique.
about it for sure. It is
feel
very unique.
I feel like theories would be kind of interesting on this movie, unlike Us, where it was just like them trying to like fill in the plot holes.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if he has anything planned next yet, for sure.
I don't know. It looks like he's been producing a lot of stuff. Like he produced the Candyman movie last year.
Because I know he's been offered a few like properties that are like established franchises, and he's declined every one of them.
Right.
Because he doesn't want to do. Because I thought he said like he doesn't want to feel like tied down to like specific type of like requirements for like a sequel.
Yeah.
Because he can't make like a Halloween movie and then just not have it associated with like have it set like at Christmas or whatever. Like, you have certain guidelines. And like a fan base already like attached to it. Because I know he was originally going to do Candyman, but he didn't want to like go through all that.
Right. Yeah.
Which I actually I was just thinking about it today. Candyman was like really a lot better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be terrible. It wasn't too bad.
It was that one was definitely better than I was expecting.
I would definitely rewatch that one.
It seems like most things that Jordan Peele's been attached to end up being better than I was expecting, except for Us. Us was like okay. It wasn't terrible, but it was.
The concept was great.
Yeah.
And I loved like the first scene where like they really introduced the like twins or whatever.
Yeah, with that,
like when they like come up to the house and stuff. That shit was actually pretty scary. And like them taking over the country was kind of a unique concept, but like they never explained like how they did that, why they would do that. How does that work? Why were they down there? How did they eat? Yeah. How did this happen? How did they get out? What? How are they going to take over the country?
I will say, in Us, that scene with the white family, with like the twins or whatever, that scene was horrifying.
When they get murdered?
Yeah, because like it shows them come in and then it zooms out, so like the brutal deaths happen, but you see it from afar, but you're not in the house actually.
Oh yeah, because they're like at the top of the stairs, and all of a sudden they're just like murdered.
Yeah, and then it cuts back in, and then they're both dead. And then also the twins, the twin girls, they died, and then they're laying the same way that the one girls are in The Shining in that one hallway. Have you ever seen that? Yeah. All that scene, I really liked. That stuff was all pretty cool.
And then she's like, "Call the police." And it's like, "Fuck the police."
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's kind of stupid."
Yeah, Us had a few issues. I mean, I enjoyed it, but
it's just, and then like at the ending, it's just kind of like, oh my god, they're holding hands.
Because hands across America.
What does that mean?
Whatever that was. Get Out was very good.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I like Jordan Peele's like movies, but like
I like his style.
Some of his stuff is just like really just like, come on now. It's like, oh, she's actually racist because she has her Fruit Loops in a different cup than the milk. She doesn't put the colors in the milk.
Did that have an overtone to it? I don't know. That was a weird moment. I remember watching.
But that's like what the overtone was, I guess. Is like, oh look, she has the cereal separated from the milk because she doesn't want to put the colored Fruit Loops in the white milk.
Somebody commented on my 2022 ranked list with 3 hard eyes.
Yeah, that's what happened to mine. Is it the same account? Probably.
It says Olivia.
Because I went to their account, they have like one movie like reviewed, and it's some like romance movie, and it's like DM me for pics on the fucking Letterboxd.
Why does it reach Letterboxd too? It's so annoying. Just stay on Instagram, bro.
Or Facebook, or Twitter, or Facebook.
Anything
or
but
Facebook.
Letterboxd. Don't mess. That's my thing. Don't mess with Letterboxd. I love it.
Nerd.
Anyway.
But yeah, I don't have much else to say, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was kind of. I mean, my little Get Out tangent. I haven't seen it for a while, but that was a really good movie.
Get out of here.
I remember being really happy that it was nominated for Best Picture. I didn't want it to win.
Oh yeah, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was happy it was nominated. At least the Oscars sometimes give recognition to the right movies. Usually not. Like Rocky won Best Picture. But
so did fucking what? Wouldn't Best Picture like last year? Coda.
Coda, yeah.
Which is like I bet it's like a fine movie, but like the plot just sounds so ridiculous.
It's not like a. It's like a
my fishing business. My deaf family that won't listen to my music, so therefore they don't support me inherently.
Inherently support.
Yeah, I give it like a 3, maybe a 3.5. I don't know.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Nah, that's it.
Allie gave it like an 8 when she got out of the theater, and she like gave it a 7, I think. I don't remember ever saying it was a 10, so I don't know.
That's what she texted me. I don't know.
It's not a 10.
I think I'd give it about a 7. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, I'd recommend it. I don't know how well it's doing.
I don't know. It's not gonna be like an instant rewatch for me. It's not an instant classic. It's not one of my new favorites, but I did enjoy it, and I'm happy it exists. Honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against seeing it again.
I'm happy it happened. It's pretty
Cactus.
good. I really want a Cactus Icy so bad.
Is that actually a thing?
It might be. It seems like something that they would do, like in that area.
I've never had a cactus. Is a cactus good?
Well, it's probably like a different. It's probably not cactus.
Do you think it would actually taste good, or just like?
I've heard cactus juice actually isn't bad. It's like a thing that people drink. But
well, Allie for her drug test is like drinking just straight lemon juice, and it's like awful.
Yeah, I bet.
And like cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice is not bad, but it's like kind of strong. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say probably a 7. I enjoyed it.
The only other thing that we could talk about is this stupid shit.
I guess we could take a second to talk about Marvel, all their announcements. Like a lot at one time.
Just if there's anything else at Comic-Con, because I don't... Everybody kept saying that they were going to announce Henry Cavill coming back as Superman, which they didn't.
No shag.
Which that would have been cool, but... DC didn't really have much. They just showed like a Shazam and Black Adam trailer. And it's like, I'm like... interested in both, kind of, but I don't really care that much. But you're stupid.
It's like, thanks, man.
So they officially announced that Phase 1 through 3 are the Multiverse.
Yeah.
No, 1 through 3 are the Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
4
and
through 6 are the Multiverse
is the
Saga.
multiverse saga.
And
Phase 4 is going to end with Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. They keep announcing shows. I don't care about the shows. I really don't.
yeah, I watched
don't
like
care.
one episode of Miss Marvel and I haven't picked it up since.
I just don't care. I mean, Loki season 2. I guess I'm in for.
I'm interested in Loki, and I'm interested in the animated stuff too a little bit. Which they also announced that some of that because they like announced like some of the What If season 2 episodes are doing, and that like What If season 3 is also in production.
Okay.
Which I guess is just gonna be a yearly thing.
I guess that's fine.
And then I guess like Bill Murray's officially in Ant-Man 3.
Oh, that's what I wanted, so that's good.
Yeah. Can't tell if you're joking. But
yeah, I mean,
also we're getting like a zombie show, like
yeah,
based completely off.
Whatever. Fuck that.
Yeah, which like was fine. I didn't love What If. It could have been much better, I thought. But
Yeah, I mean, it happened.
it had good stuff. These phases are so jumbled. Like
Yeah,
an
it's like-
Agatha show, and then like a Daredevil show, and then like Captain America.
And then
movie.
just like Blades happening.
Because like when it comes to the shows, like I'm gonna watch Loki. I don't really care about Secret Invasion or Echo at all,
Yeah.
or Ironheart.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
They showed a trailer for that. They've not released it. They showed footage of Ant-Man 3 as well, and showed like Kang. That's like the only reason I'm excited for Ant-Man 3 is because I really love the introduction of Kang and Loki. So,
Yeah, that's cool.
and the actor's really cool.
Yeah.
I think he's a good actor. Also, he's the villain in Creed 3, I guess. That actor.
Yeah.
And he looks like so buff.
Jeez, really.
I don't know if you saw like.
I didn't see the images now, but I saw it.
Everybody's like, buy Ant-Man, and it's just like a picture of. Which is just such a weird thing to introduce Kang in an Ant-Man movie. You know, Ant-Man was like always kind of like the end of the Phase movie because it's like that movie nobody cares about, but now it's like the beginning. But like Phase 4 was like from 2020 to like 2022.
Yeah.
It's like 3 years, and that's like Phase 5 is like 3 years. And like Phase 6, they have like 8 titles that are like unannounced. They only have like 3 announced titles there. And one's Fantastic Four, which has been known for like 3 years.
Yeah, we knew about Fantastic Four for a while, and then friggin' 2 of the movies announced for Phase 6 are 2 Avengers movies.
Fucking ripped this
Jesus! Oh my god!
This is him for Creed 3, it looks like.
Oh my gosh, he's jacked.
Which they've talked about the footage that was released for Ant-Man 3, and there's some good lines, because like I guess in the movie, Ant-Man's like a celebrity now because he wrote a book about Endgame.
Oh.
That's how the world finds out about what happened in Infinity War and Endgame, because Ant-Man wrote about it.
Oh.
So he's like popular now. And there's a bunch of jokes like, "Why don't you write a book, Scott?" And he's like, "Actually, I did."
I mean, I guess Ant-Man 3 will be fine.
I guess there's some line where Ant-Man's like, "I don't know if you know this, but I'm an Avenger." King's like, "Oh, you're an Avenger. Have I killed you before?"
I'm excited about Kang. I mean, he definitely looks like really good. I like how it's going to be Avengers focused.
Also, his daughter's like gonna be a superhero now, which I don't know if you heard, but she got recast, and like the girl from Freaky is playing his daughter now.
Which one? Like the main character?
The girl that like had the body swapped.
Her? Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Was she that good of an actor?
No.
And she's now a Marvel superhero.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Guardians 3, though, they played the trailer for that. They've really revealed the villain,
Yeah.
which is the High Evolutionary.
Yep.
It's supposedly going to be a lot about Rocket and his origin story. I guess they showed Baby Rocket in the footage.
That's exciting.
So, and Gamora's going to be leading the Ravagers now.
Oh,
So it's going to be about that, too.
cool. Nice.
It's going to be a big wrap-up. And also, another thing I'm really excited about that, as James going to said, it's mature.
Yeah, that's
It's a
good.
finale. It ends things. I mean, you might see some of the other characters again, but this is like the end of the Guardians. Which just makes me excited.
That is really
This
exciting.
feels like he's actually like controlling this project completely.
Yeah, that's
And if this
I
is
like
good,
that
and this
he's
is probably gonna be like probably the best trilogy in Marvel.
I'd say so. The Guardians, the first 2 are actually both really solid. So.
And I would say I don't know. I kind of go back and forth, but there's sometimes I enjoy 2 over 1
I know, I do go back and forth. I think I maybe slightly prefer 2. But like
because I really love the themes of the fatherhood.
They're
and
both
the villains
they're
so much
both
better.
with the elite of the MCU so far. Like the MCU isn't filled with like perfect films or anything, and nothing like too great. But like both of those are.
Then they do have Vin Diesel like saying one line. He gets paid like $100 million for it.
Yeah.
So
so much money.
yeah, the Marvels, I don't care. Apparently there's rumors it's like a musical. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I think it'll be interesting because it's 3 different heroes, like dynamic. One's like a fan of Captain Marvel. One's like She was in WandaVision, the black girl.
Oh yeah.
So I guess there might be like an interesting dynamic there, not just Captain Marvel being a wooden like block the whole time, acting wise. Also, Nick Fury's in it again. Nick Fury's like so unimportant anymore.
You're like, why? What?
Loki season 2, I'm excited for because they are filming it. More Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston is all I asked for.
That'd be great.
And obviously Kang's gonna be in that too, apparently.
Okay.
Because they definitely set that up.
Oh, yeah,
so
it looks like Kang's gonna be involved since that's gonna be the Avengers focus, which makes sense because he's a big.
Yeah, but it's weird though because like
Secret
Wars is like Doctor Doom focused, I think, in the comics. It's like Fantastic Four focused.
So it's the Kang Dynasty, then it's Secret Wars.
So I guess
because Secret Wars
a lot of people are theorizing that like it's gonna be like lead up to Kang. We'll have Doctor Doom also set up, and then Doctor Doom will take over for Secret Wars. I don't know what Marvel will do after that, besides Galactus. That's like it.
Yeah, you're running out of the big high.
Because you're just getting rid of everything.
Because they already did Thanos.
And they're doing Kang right now.
That's Kang, and then if they do Doctor Doom, then like Galactus, and then who else is like that's.
There's like not a higher stakes.
Yeah.
Besides like the symbiote god.
I guess yeah.
But then you're just kind of going back to. I think Marvel needs to end soon.
I agree. Maybe Phase 6 should just be it for now.
Yeah, but like Blade is coming out, so that means we need at least 2 more Blade films so we can complete the trilogy. There are rumors though that Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander in The Boys, is gonna play Dracula in Blade.
Really?
And yeah, I know you haven't seen The Boys, but he's an excellent actor, and he's a very good villain.
I've heard that he's really good.
He's so
really
good.
Show,
He's so good.
Yeah.
If he is in that, and Mahershala Ali is the lead, might be the best like hero villain dynamic. So, I just hope Blade is actually like dark.
I mean, it looks like Blade, if they take it the right direction, has a lot.
And they're taking a lot of time with this because they announced it in 2019. It's coming out in like 2023.
Yeah, it has a lot of potential. So,
Ironheart, I could give 2 shits about because I guess Ironheart's gonna be in Black Panther 2.
Okay, I don't care.
And she's like a fairly recent character, and it's just like we already have. Like War Machine and like Spider-Man that kind of carry on like Iron Man's mantle, kind of.
That is neat.
And I don't give a fuck about Ironheart.
I still don't care.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm not gonna watch that. Like I don't care how good of an actress she is.
Freaking Daredevil show's like 20 episodes. What?
It's like 18 episodes.
Why?
So that's like 18 weeks of Daredevil. Which people are excited for that because they love this Netflix show, which I haven't seen. I've been wanting to watch it because I've heard it's like actually good.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that. I don't really care. So.
Because the Daredevil's kind of a cool character.
Yeah, he's not bad.
About like 18 episodes. Like I think the 6 episode format's not good because it's like way too short for a television season. Like Loki when like it ended, I was like,
Where's more?
why is it only 6 episodes?
More, please.
I mean, it was good, but like each episode was only like 38 minutes, and then like
yeah,
just like 2 movies in like runtime length. But 18 episodes is a little much because like She-Hulk is also coming out next month, and it's 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna watch that either. Because I guess Daredevil's in She-Hulk too.
Yeah, I heard about that because She-Hulk's like gonna turn.
Oh, yeah. Also, MODOK's gonna be in Ant-Man 3. Have you heard?
Yeah, I heard that MODOK, which is kind of exciting.
But he's gonna be like.
They need to take a comedic route with that because it's MODOK.
I haven't seen the show. I don't really know much about
the MODOK show is really funny. So.
Which they also canceled that. So.
Wait, they canceled that?
I thought I heard that. They're like, oh yeah, they canceled it after like season 2 or whatever.
Yeah, because they did 1 season. They were working on season 2.
Unless they just like canceled the whole production of that.
They might have. I haven't heard anything.
Also, the Agatha show.
I don't care at all. I don't care about half of this. Like
I liked Agatha in the WandaVision show, but I don't know if I want to watch a whole show of that. Also, what would it even be about? So.
Oh, yep, they got rid of MODOK.
It's like season 2's not even coming out.
Has been canceled.
Jesus.
They were working on it. It came out last year, and last year in May with 10 episodes. It was actually really funny, really good. And then, they started working on season 2, and they canceled it. So that's good. Anyway.
Yeah, Daredevil show, which I'm confused.
They ended on a cliffhanger, so that's a little upsetting.
Is the Daredevil show going to be a continuation of the Netflix show?
Or is it a completely different thing?
Also, 18 episodes.
Kind of like how Deadpool 3 is going to be MCU, but is that going to make the first 2 MCU too? Also, you saw about how Logan and Deadpool, the 2 Deadpool movies we put on Disney Plus, the first R-rated.
Also, the reason why they haven't announced X-Men stuff apparently is because there's a contract with Fox, even after they bought them, that they can't like use those characters without using the original actors until 2025 when the contract's up. So they had to wait until after then to like even make an X-Men movie, which is why they brought Patrick Stewart back, because they could do that, and like Ryan Reynolds. But until 2025, they can't like recast those roles.
Really?
I guess was one of the
It's like a weird clause in like the contract.
Yeah, so that's like part of the reason. So like if they wanted Wolverine in like a movie next year, they have to use Hugh Jackman contractually, and he would never do it. So
yeah, no.
Yes, I hope not. But
So
Captain America 4.
Yeah, New World. I mean, I guess that might be kind of interesting to see.
I kind of liked Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
It was okay. Not super excited though.
What is Thunderbolts? Is that a movie? Or a show?
I think it's a show.
Is it a show?
Or it's a movie. It's basically villains like organized together, like an Avengers team of villains.
I don't care about that.
Because I know all that's confirmed is like I think Zemo's in it, and like the Abomination, and like Yelena, the new Black Widow. That was in Hawkeye and the movie. It's basically just like anti-heroes, like Avengers team.
Why?
And like that Captain America guy that was like took over Captain America was actually just kind of an asshole in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
John Walker. It was Kurt Russell's son. He's also in that. So it's like basically Dark Avengers, which could be cool, I guess. I'm not really anticipating it though. So if it's a show, I probably won't watch it. So it's gonna be a little bit of a struggle for me to even go out and see Black Panther 2. So because I kind of don't want to go waste my money to see that.
I don't want to either. Also, is Lightyear at Disney Plus yet? Because I'll watch it. I just don't want to pay for it.
I think so. And then I can actually, if you pass me the remote, I can look right now.
Where is it?
know.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they didn't announce like a lot of projects like Daredevil 3 and Deadpool 3.
Right, Deadpool 3. I mean, I don't know if they've figured out the future of Spider-Man yet. If they're gonna do more Tom Holland movies.
I heard something. I don't know if it's confirmed, but apparently he's so rumored to be in the Fantastic Four movie.
Okay.
Which would be cool. But there was a lot of slates they had like missing for their Phase 6 because they only announced a few things.
Right, they only announced like Fantastic Four and the two Avengers, and also the two Avengers movies released in the same year.
Not a fan.
Like 5 and 6. Like why?
Like Infinity War and Endgame was like it was cool. It was like a year wait.
It was a year apart. That kind of made sense because they were like a two-parter and like
they were kind of filmed the same.
And Infinity War came out 4 years after the previous one, so it made sense. Like it all just kind of flowed naturally. But now, it's like two in the same year. They're like what 6 months apart even.
Lightyear's is gonna be on Disney Plus August 3rd.
August 3rd. That's not bad. So yeah, so it's like they're like 6 months apart or something like that. It was like March.
Yeah, and they're not having the same directors either because the director Shang-Chi is directing the Kang one, but they said they're gonna have a different one for Secret Wars.
Yeah, like why?
So it's just gonna be like a jumbled mess, probably. And also, I don't know if you also heard, but I guess the VFX artists are like not working at Marvel anymore, and there's like a massive boycott for VFX crews. Cause, like,
yeah, I did see that.
There was a guy that's like, I've worked like 60 plus hours a week on a good week. I would have people like having breakdowns next to me because just, and then like the next day at Comic-Con they're like 8 more projects, 10 more in development. She-Hulk 3 in early development. Also, of course, there's other shows like I think do a Moon Knight season 2. Are they gonna do like a WandaVision season 2? Like apparently there's supposed to be a Scarlet Witch movie in development. I don't care. And then there's also like there's rumors of like a World War Hulk adaptation Disney Plus show.
What?
I don't care about Disney Plus shows.
I don't either.
Kenobi and Moon Knight really broke me. So
yeah,
because Moon Knight was so promising and it fell down so fast. There's people that are calling it like peak fiction. I'm like, shut up. That's Morbius and Minions: The Rise of Gru specifically.
Shut up. What if they had Morbius in the MCU with the second one?
There was one that was like Morbius 2: Rise of Wong.
Rise of Wong.
Yeah, but the Fantastic Four, I'm kind of interested in whatever they do with that.
I guess we'll see. I guess, but Krasinski's not doing it.
And honestly, I'll be interested in Spider-Man 4, whatever that ends up being.
Yeah, because I assume I don't know what the Spider-Man thing is.
They did say specifically that he'll be street level now on.
Yeah.
And I guess he'll probably be in the Avengers movies too, because Secret Wars is where he gets the symbiote in the comics. And it's like heavily, because it's a big crossover multiverse event, so it's very heavily rumored that Andrew and Toby will also be in Secret Wars. They'll come back for that.
I guess we'll see.
Because like money,
it's in like 3 years.
Money. They'll probably bring like Robert Downey Jr. and then like
my knee.
They were like, they're gonna give Tom Holland the black suit, and then he's gonna fight Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. It'll be like a really emotional scene because they knew each other for 40 minutes, and then
they knew each other for like an hour.
I was watching No Way Home today. I didn't finish it. But it's like so much more better than the recent projects. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, No Way Home is actually way better than like. Oh my gosh, not even funny.
I wasn't even at the Toby stuff yet, so I'm still enjoying myself, except for some of the weird plot stuff. Let's go to this apartment and cure all these like literal like terrorist villains.
Yeah.
Oh, Lizard want to stay in the car.
I didn't make MIT. I'm Spider-Man.
Your mom. Yeah, I guess Doctor Strange 3 will probably also happen at some point.
Sure.
Which I'm not particularly excited for.
Didn't really love Doctor Strange 2, so I guess.
I was disappointed. I haven't really felt the urge to rewatch it yet, and I usually like to rewatch the Marvel movies at least once, and I haven't really felt the need lately. I would say it's because I'm getting older, but like I think it's also just because the projects are lacking. So
yeah,
because like I could put on Guardians 2 today and really enjoy myself. So and like
that's for sure.
Even Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
I can watch Infinity War like any day and I'll enjoy myself. So.
Yeah, Infinity War Endgame for sure.
Even Age of War. I'm just kidding.
I could watch Thor: The Dark World and just like be happy with myself. I can't believe I just said that.
I just can't imagine like because they had like an event where you watched all 4 Thor movies like when Love and Thunder was coming out.
Yeah.
Like imagine like watching like 2 so mid movies and watching like a decent movie and like being excited to watch the new one and then being fucking mid as hell. And it's just and you sat there for like 8 hours.
It's just like it's the weirdest like quadrilogy of films. Now that I think about it, because the first 2 are so similar, but like one's like definitely worse because Thor: The Dark World sucks, and then it's just like there's like a huge gap, and then you get like a much more comedic, much more enjoyable like third one, and then there's like a fourth one that is so tonally like misguided that it's just like what's the point? That's so weird.
It's like a daughter dying from dehydration and starvation, and it's like, I have a Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, it's like what?
My name is Axel.
It's cancer. It's stage 4 out of how many? 4.
You're a scientist. You should know how many stages. Also, you have a space
Natalie
expert.
Portman.
Or like Natalie Horman.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
But of course, I will watch every one of these projects in and out. Just kidding.
I'll watch the movies, I guess. Whatever.
If a show speaks to me, I'll watch it. Obviously, I'll watch Loki, I think.
Yeah.
That's coming out summer next year, which I'm excited for. If I'm in town, we can do what we did last year.
Yeah. Man, that'll be a 2-year difference. I didn't even think about that.
It's been 2 years, yeah. Also, I don't know if you heard, but because it was like today, but Rick and Morty season 6 officially has a release date.
September 3rd or something like that.
And I don't care. I'm just kidding. I'm not that excited yet.
Yeah,
I need a trailer or something.
Yeah, I'll get a trailer. Like the trailer for season 5 last year got me pretty excited. So
if it's just the same, like how they done the last 2 seasons, where it's just like completely disconnected episodes and like 1 or 2 like story episodes, I'll be upset.
Yeah, I need it to be a much
I need at least like half and half.
Arc,
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stop watching or not get excited for it as much. So, but of course, I'm having sex with elves tonight.
No, you're not.
As usual. No. On Wednesday.
Oh shit.
Nobody told me. I don't know, man. I just did it. Well, you can make the heinous act against your friends and humanity as a whole. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Agatha, Covenant of Chaos, or Ironheart? What would you rather watch?
I guess the Agatha one, but I don't care about either.
Alright, fine. Echo or the Marvels?
No. Just no.
Well, the Marvels, because they'll be shorter.
What even is Echo?
Echo was that character in Hawkeye that was like deaf. That girl.
I guess.
She's getting her whole show.
Why?
And I guess Kingpin and Daredevil are confirmed to be in it.
What?
And then they're both going to be in an 18-episode
I'm not
Daredevil
watching
show.
this stuff, dude. I'm not going to, like...
I watch videos on it, maybe, if there's
I'll
anything
watch
important
Ant-Man
story
3,
stuff.
that's fine. I'll watch Guardians 3 for sure. I'm very excited about that one.
I'll watch Loki.
I'll watch Loki.
And Blade.
And
Captain America, maybe.
And maybe Captain America. I mean, I'm sure. If Thunderbolts is a movie, I guess I'll check it out.
I can't tell, because I didn't know if it was, like, movies up here, shows on here, but then there's, like, Loki, Agatha, and, like, Echo down here.
Yeah, like
and Marvels, so, like, I don't...
And like honestly, if Thor: Love and Thunder is any indication, these are gonna go downhill as far as like being focused on like comedy and stuff like that. So I really hope that's not. Like, if they continue to deteriorate, I'm just not gonna care. Like, it's just like, what's the point? Why would I? And then now I have to wait 3 years for these like Avengers movies or whatever. They're gonna be like hyped.
Because like we're not gonna have Avengers as the end of phases anymore. Because it's just like the end of Phase 4 is Black Panther 2, which is so weird. Yeah. And like the end of Phase 5 is the Thunderbolts. And then like the end of Phase 6 is like Secret Wars. What's Phase 7? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like what?
I guess Kevin Feige like a month ago was like going up in a retreat to like plan the next 10 years. Yeah. So he has a plan. I just don't care.
It's just like what?
I don't care about DC either. I just don't really care about superhero stuff.
Kevin Feige is like the weirdest like thing to me. Like what's like he's like oh, we should do this. So you guys do this. Have fun.
Let's overwork our visual effects team.
You guys make it. This is my idea. You make it. I'm not gonna write it. I'm not gonna do anything about it. It's just my idea. You make it. Go. Do it for me. I will kill you. I've got 10 years worth of projects. Got one coming out each month. Got a show with 85 episodes.
Well, that's the thing.
She-Hulk, 74 seasons of She-Hulk. Okay.
It just feels so.
10 years.
It just feels so jumbled now because like when it was Phase like 1 and 2, it was like just movies. It was like 6 movies each.
Yeah.
Which was a lot for like a franchise.
It was iconic characters. It was cool to see them working together. That was cool.
And like Phase 3 was like a little bit more all over the place, but it was like still all movies. It was connected. There was like a threshold. There was a storyline. There was build up and like a climax. Yeah. And then that was like weird because they're like, oh yeah, Far From Home is the actual end of Phase 3, and then yeah, like not Endgame. And then makes no sense. Phase 4 was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get Eternals. We're gonna get Moon Knight. We're gonna do fucking Spider-Man 3, and then we're gonna do the Marvels. Black Panther 2 with no Black Panther, please.
If you look at like a lot of those lineups from like the first few.
Also, why is there 4 Thor movies? This is gonna break the trilogy thing.
Yeah.
Everybody got a trilogy, but now Captain America's a 4th movie, but it makes sense at least because it's a new Captain America.
Yeah, like Steve Rogers got a trilogy, so, which I guess his third one was more like an Avengers movie, but I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah,
it was still his movie though.
Is the Sokovia Accords even a thing anymore?
I don't know.
What's the consequences of that movie anymore? Because the guy that played the Everett Ross guy's dead. And he's like a key character in the Thunderbolt storyline in the comics, and the actor's dead, so that character's just not in it anymore. Because he becomes Red Hulk in the comics.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool. No. Also, Abomination's coming back.
Yeah, like why?
And She-Hulk, I guess.
Long.
Because people were like getting hyped because like, oh, the She-Hulk trailer shows Hulk doing the thunderclap again. I'm so hot. I was like, are you guys 5? Do you guys have a job? Do you guys talk about this at your work? Dude, Hulk thunderclapped my wife's ass last night.
What?
Dude, I'm so hyped for She-Hulk 4.
I can't wait for the 8th season of She-Hulk.
Let's
just scrap the whole MCU. Just do She-Hulk for years.
I just don't know why they give like Moon Knight and like Loki 6 episodes, but like She-Hulk 9 episodes, please.
Yeah. What?
Please. Please.
Can you imagine if it was 9 like hour-long episodes?
I'm not watching a single
like
one
Stranger
of those.
Things.
We finally finished that.
Did you like the ending?
Yeah, season 4? It's a pretty good show. I think you'd enjoy it. It's just like a lot of time.
Yeah, that's the only reason I haven't watched it.
It's like a commitment.
Yeah.
That is why I prefer movies to shows for the most part. There's some shows obviously I prefer. Yeah. Like I never want like BoJack to be a movie.
Yeah.
And I love Breaking Bad.
Mm. That makes sense.
Which I guess that's leaving Netflix. Like all the original shows that like aren't like part of Netflix are leaving.
They're like made Netflix.
I'm about to just like not Netflix anymore because there's like no point. I'll just buy like make like a BoJack box set and I'll never need Netflix again.
That's true. If there was like a BoJack Steelbook set.
God, if there was like a Steelbook set and there was like 6 like individual cases.
I would freak out. I'd be so
I'd buy that so fast.
I don't care how much it is. I would immediately buy it.
So I would sell my left liver. Allie's left liver.
I'll sell my girlfriend's liver. Your left liver? You would sell somebody else's left liver to buy that? Makes no sense.
Dude, I would sell Tommy. I would give you Tommy all.
Well, that's easy. I'm just kidding.
He's doing good, mentally. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so Phase 4 is going to end, Phase 5 and 6 are going to happen. And
also, I feel like most people care, because like, if I just bring up any Marvel project, people are like, what? Like, people just aren't caught up anymore. They just like see one come out in a weekend, like, oh, I guess I'll see it.
Yeah. Like, I remember the immense hype for every product that was... Even like Captain Marvel, something that nobody cared about.
Made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder made like half of that.
Yeah. It's like... there was so much excitement. Like the MCU did something special. Like it made people love superheroes again.
I thought the best course of action.
I always loved superheroes, but that wasn't cool until the MCU happened. Like nobody cared about that.
I thought the best course of action was after Phase 3. Like obviously, I think there should have been stories that continued. Yeah. Like I wanted more. If like they planned it out. It
was such an ending.
I just wanted like take like 8 years off. Yeah. Give us nothing. Yeah. And then come back and like actually like have like a plan. But no, Venom 3 in development.
I feel like Venom 3 actually part of the MCU.
There was a funny meme though. It's like people are like, "Oh, the Agatha show is so unnecessary," and it's like Elmore. I forgot that was coming out. Bad.
Some people in the comments are like going crazy about how like hyped they are for like because like I saw like a post about this and then I was like, oh my god, all Sony has look at the MCU superior. It's like
people were like DC got fucking outshined. It's like yeah, they showed 2 trailers. The Walking Dead outshined them. The Walking Dead outshined them because they said, oh, we're giving you a Rick show. Wasn't The Walking Dead? No, yeah, it's a 6-episode miniseries. That's also called...
yeah, because it was supposed to be a trilogy or something like that.
Yeah, but now it's a 6-episode show.
It's a 6-episode series.
So it's like 6 hour-long episodes.
Yeah, instead of 3 movies.
Which makes more sense. Because if you release those in theaters, you're going to have to like get people interested in like an 11-season show that's... You have to watch all of it.
Allie hyped for that miniseries?
Yeah, I mean, she hasn't finished The Walking Dead yet, so... I've been wanting to watch it because she likes it so much, but it's just 11 seasons.
I remember enjoying the first season, but I didn't really care enough to keep watching.
Yeah, the first season actually was good, I thought. Yeah. And I know it's pretty much everybody's consensus is like because like the first season had a really good showrunner, but then like they fired him for some reason. Then like it just kind of gradually went downhill after like season 2 or 3. Then there's like season 8. Moon Knight season 8 finds the Sun Warrior.
Tremors 6.
I put that as a movie franchise and stopped and it counted, and I was so happy.
What if it's just like Tremors 7?
Where's our Tremors Comic Con announcement?
And then Tremors 8 comes out, and then Tremors 8's part of the MCU. How would you feel?
There's so many weird things in the MCU now, because it's like Sam Jackson is Nick Fury, but then like they reference Star Wars a lot, and Samuel Jackson is in Star Wars. And they never mention that. And also, I think in Endgame he calls Fat Thor like Big Lebowski, which has Jeff Bridges as like the main character, and he's also a villain in Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, did nobody mention that either?
I love Jeff Bridges.
He was such a good villain in Iron Man. He was totally not.
That's not the highlight of
well written at all.
He was in King Kong 1976. Okay, like get your priorities straight.
Excuse me. Sorry, I just farted on the Agatha show. 4 seasons, please?
No.
What if they make like American Chavez show?
I would be furious. I'm not even kidding.
I saw a review recently for Doctor Strange 2 on like Letterboxd. So like, oh, this movie's fine. It was kind of mid. I was a little disappointed. America carried though. I was like, I think Wong carried better than that.
I hate you. It's like the whole race.
I look at them. When they did. We'll end this soon, but when like I saw like, I remember being excited when like the Phase 3 announcements came out.
Yeah, really
and, like,
excited.
Even when the Phase 4 announcements like initially came out.
See, I remember when Captain America came out. Right.
Which one?
Captain America, the first Avenger.
Oh, okay.
I remember when that came out, and I was really excited because I was still pretty young at that point. So then I watched Iron Man, and I got excited for that because I always loved comic books and I loved superheroes, and I was like, this is great. And then they announced Thor, and I was like, okay, so they're doing, like, the Avengers. That's cool. So they did the Avengers. It was a huge deal. I remember going to see that, in, like, opening night, and it was, like, amazing. And they were like, oh, we're going to keep doing more stuff. And then it became this whole thing, and then Infinity War Endgame was, like, a huge ending. Loved it. It was great. It was all fan service, but it was appropriate fan service because, like, they gave the fans what they wanted, something they could love. And all that's all cool. And it was always exciting to see the upcoming projects. I always got excited for that stuff because it was stuff I recognized and I could actually get excited.
Do you remember when DC did like that slate of like movies and none of it happened?
Yeah.
They were gonna do like a Cyborg and a Green Lantern movie that was supposed to come out 2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Jesus. I remember seeing that. I was like, that's so far away, and then like it never happened. Because like they also announced like Justice League 2 like after Shazam 1.
Yeah. Well, they originally announced it as Justice League Parts 1 and 2. Then it just became just Part 1.
And then like Zack Snyder was like, it planned as a trilogy, actually.
Yeah.
And there's like, we're never going to continue that. I hate both DC and Marvel like equally. I'm excited. Actually, this is a good thing. In the entirety of Phase 5 and 6, just everything Marvel's producing in the next like 5 years, I'm more excited for the Batman 2 than any of those projects.
Oh, by far, yeah.
And that's like not coming out for like 5 more years, I think.
I didn't think about how long that's gonna be. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
You see what Keanu Reeves said about Batman?
He's like, I want to play an older one. I was like, shut up.
He was like, I've always loved to play Batman, but Robert Pattinson's doing a great job as that right now. He's killing it. So maybe like down the line, I could play like an older Batman. It's like, shut up, dude.
So there's no like release date, but like the expected time frame is March of 2025, which is 3 more years. which by that happens by like March of 2020.
It's around the same time as the Kang Dynasty. God damn it. It's gonna be like 30 Marvel movies before that one comes out.
That would still be better than like Ant-Man 3. Maybe Guardians 3 will be really good. That's like the only thing I'm really genuinely excited for.
Yeah, Guardians 3 is probably about it. I mean, Blade, if it's good.
Loki 2, hopefully.
Loki, I guess.
Ant-Man 3, I'm just kind of interested in what it even is.
You know, Ant-Man and the Wasp was so disappointing to me because the Wasp is one of my favorite female superheroes ever. Like,
she's so bad in these
she's
movies.
She's horrible in these movies. Evangeline Lilly, whatever her name is.
Even the older Wasp, that's like Michelle Pfeiffer. I don't care about her.
So stupid.
I kind of like Hank Pym, but he's like underused a lot. Yeah. He was I liked him. I liked all these characters in the first Ant-Man movie because they were like, I can still see that they had some of that Edgar Wright script there. Yeah. And ever since that, like I would have loved to see the Edgar Wright Ant-Man movie so much.
It would have been so much better.
But they're like, oh, you're being a little too creative. Get the fuck out. He's like, this is my job.
You're being a little too creative. Like, this is my livelihood.
Then you want to make Baby Driver.
My passion, my dream. Like, what do you mean? It's like, no, stop. You're not doing it right. You're supposed to not be passionate.
Which is the same with Solo. It was like the directors of Into the Spider-Verse. They're like, you're being a little too much comedic and like having too much fun with this. Han Solo prequel origin film. A Han Solo film you're being a little too comedic with. Get out. Ron Howard, come here. The most like boring, like white bread fucking director you could ever find. Make a literal cinematic space opera, please. About a smuggler who likes to fuck women.
That's what he does.
And Chewbacca.
I can't wait for the Kenobi show. Oh wait, it happened and it sucked.
Did you watch it?
I watched the first 2 episodes.
The first 2 episodes are probably the best.
I didn't like it very
any
much.
indication. The first 3 episodes are fine. It's the same with Moon Knight, where the first 3 episodes are like good-ish, and like the 4th episode is like filler for some reason. And like the 5th episode is like just set up for the
6 episode show. You don't need filler. Like there's nothing there.
Well, like literally, like the first, like
Make a shorter episode.
The second and third episode were about like rescuing Leia, right? And then like the 4th one was about her getting captured again and having to rescue her again. And the 5th episode was like, oh, we gotta get away from Darth Vader. And the 6th one's like, oh, I'm finally fighting Darth Vader. And then it ends exactly as you'd expect because they're both in the next movie. There's no stakes. They can't die. So why am I watching? They're like, we might make a Kenobi 2 if fans want enough and we have like a decent story. What fucking story you have?
There's nothing there.
There's A New Hope. There you go.
I'm trying to get one of my friends to watch Star Wars. And I just keep going. I don't know. And they were like, then I was like,
which
do you just not like sci-fi movies? And this person was like, it's actually my favorite genre. It's sci-fi. And I was like, we don't want to watch fucking Star Wars.
Wait, who is it?
Naya.
Oh. It's actually my favorite genre. Yeah, I don't really want to watch the Halloween films. Which is that? Are you into horror? Yes.
It's my
favorite genre.
I love horror, but I'm not gonna watch The Thing. I'm not gonna watch The Shining. Like, why would I do that?
My favorite genre is like animated pet films starring The Rock. We don't want to see Superfans.
That genre.
My favorite genre film is like shows adapted into film where it involves like burgers. We don't want to see the Bob's Burgers.
I'm watching that tonight.
Are you really?
Yeah.
With Ran?
Not with Ran. Well, maybe if she wants.
Oh, you watch it by yourself?
I'm also gonna watch that new movie called Incantation. Have you seen that?
I think I heard about it.
It's like on Netflix, and people were saying this is the scariest movie ever. I'm gonna watch it and disprove it.
Talk about it next week. What are we talking about next week?
Incantation, obviously.
I guess I can watch it. It's gonna get like 30 views probably.
Just kidding. Yeah,
I'll probably get the most views on our channel.
Yeah, like randomly. What are we talking about next week? Do we have anything?
Anything coming out this week?
I do have a question for you. I'll ask you when we're done, but because Bullet Train comes out next Friday,
We could see that.
I was gonna see maybe we could do like a boys thing because I should be off that day.
But Allie would be like, no.
I feel like I want to do like a boys movie. That'd be fun. Like me, you, Mason, Justin.
Tommy.
I mean, if he really wants it.
Maybe Sean.
Maybe Sean if he's
If he
like
ever
alive.
wakes up.
But like, obviously, I mean, we can get that figured
I
out.
feel like Justin just hates movies now. Just kidding. I think I have next Friday off actually.
I should have it off. If I don't,
Oh wait, did Sean text me? Oh, he texted me like a half hour ago.
Sean texted you?
So I do work next Friday, but I work until 4, so it's like not a big deal.
Okay, yeah.
But
we can do that. But as far as next week's episode, I don't know.
maybe we'll take a break. I don't know.
Maybe. If we
We'll
have nothing
see.
to talk about. But if we figure something out, we'll
Actually, I think we should talk about Mega Shark versus Cola
No.
and Sharknado 5.
We shouldn't talk about that.
Your mother?
Yeah, my mother. I guess.
Nope.
Nope.
Will Jordan Peele do the next Marvel Studios film?
No. If you won't do freaking like Jason.
When will they ever get a new Jason movie?
I don't know.
Or Friday the 13th?
I would watch it. Just
Why'd I
because
say
the
that?
information
I
is-
said new Jason film or Friday the 13th.
I want a new freaking Nightmare film to have to put a good one.
That'd be so good. Honestly, the people that make Stranger Things could totally make one.
That is true, actually, based on what I've heard of the show.
I don't know why they won't make it. But Conjuring 4, though? Oh, did you not hear that Insidious 5 is, like, officially coming out next year? You work next Friday.
Insidious 5? Well, I can't see that far yet, but wait, what?
Insidious 5 is coming out next summer. Directed by Patrick Wilson. Ocean Master.
Why?
Tell me you're not excited for like a few years from now when like they announced they're doing another reboot of the Halloween timeline. What's wrong?
Can't wait for Halloween begins. Halloween returns.
What if they do like Halloween, like it's like the themed The Dark Knight titles, where it's like Halloween Begins, and then it's like this shape, and then it's like the shape arises.
The shape rises.
I just want a BoJack box set.
I
Also,
really want that. Even if that's just like a Blu-ray set would be great.
well, they need because I have the
Home media is just
I have the
better.
Halloween box set, and then the Friday the 13th one where they kind of match each other. I want a Nightmare on Elm Street one with like red slipcovers.
But there's like no good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one like those two where it's like each film gets its individual thing because I love when they do that, and I don't like it when they're all in the box. It's just like one did,
Yeah.
and it's just
I hate that when it's just like 5 discs in one. Like
because I know Friday the 13th is like the hardest licensing to get, and they somehow made a box set of that. But like Nightmare on Elm Street
I got the Steelbook
of
8 movie collection.
yeah, it's just the Paramount ones though. And then there's like 4 ones.
Hey, it doesn't have Jason Goes to Hell. That's the only reason I got it because it doesn't have Jason Goes to Hell. So I'm fine.
I
with
have
it.
that. I still haven't watched that.
Yeah, have you ever gotten any further on your watch? Did you ever watch? What was the next one you watch? Manhattan? Did you ever watch it?
No, the next one I had to watch was Hell.
I'm sorry. That was like 2 years ago.
That was like before I went. That's before I dated Allie.
Yeah, that was a long
It
time.
was a little recently. It was like right before I started dating her because I watched Goes to Manhattan like one night when she went home.
Yeah.
And she was like texting me throughout the movie, and she's like, "Why aren't you texting me?" I was like, "I'm trying to watch like this movie because I've been watching this franchise like first time through." She's like, "Oh, what are you watching?" I was like, "Friday the 13th 8." She's like, "You're cute," and I was like, "I'm not joking."
No, like for real, that's what I'm watching. Like, I'm sorry, but it's true.
Oh, I guess somebody texted Allie recently that watched Everything Everywhere at All at Once, and he's like, "I'm watching this really weird movie right now with like these rocks with googly eyes. I think you would love it, Allie." She's like, "Actually, I've seen it and I love it." She's like, "This looks like a movie Allie would like." I was like, "This is a movie everyone would like."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's a near perfect movie.
And there's somebody like started a rumor that they're gonna make a sequel. And, like they said the plot and it sounded terrible. And then like the directors replied and they're like, "We never said this. If we did, it was a joke. Shut up." We're still recording. But yeah, we'll be back next week maybe.
Maybe we'll be back next week. Nope's like a 7 out of 10, and the MCU looks like it sucks. So there we go.
The MCU